This reading message is the 1111 portal. These are the labels that you get off those the spiritual candles that you get at the spiritual shops. This one's protection, and then I have positive energy. I invoke the spirit to guide and protect me. My faith assures that only the positive may touch my being. I am safe and at ease in body and spirit. I am a conduit for universal energy. Allow me to do good. Let me start over. I am a conduit for universal energy. Allow me to do good and righteous things. May this pure and positive force guide my every thought and action. God, Goddess, Moon Goddess, Athena, Divine Ancestors, Divine Archangels, Mother Gaia, Divine Spirit, Divine Archangels, Divine Ancestors. I ask you to please protect myself and all those around me and all those who watch this video. I ask you for these things, for I believe in you, I have faith in you, and I love you. We ask that you remove any and all negative energy that is ours. Please ground to Mother Gaia, to be transmuted into positive energy, to radiate love. As above, so below, so it will be. Blessed be love and light. All right, let's go ahead and we are going to start off with the oracle cards. These are the energy cards, I believe. Yes, energy oracle cards. Divine Spirit, Divine Angels, thank you. Attachment. What does that mean? Ooh, there we go. Door to personal healing and happiness. And this one looked like one had come out. Cornucopia. Perfect timing. I mean, come on. That screams harvest, November, Thanksgiving. I love it. Cornucopia. So attachment, that could, reference to something like the Devil card where it just bound to something, something you have to let go, or it can mean a strong bond. So it doesn't necessarily mean something bad. And then the door to personal healing and happiness. So an attachment, door to personal healing and happiness, and cornucopia. So cornucopia would be, obviously on the other side of the door to healing and happiness. That's like the, the 10 of cups, you know what I mean? And then the door to personal healing and happiness. So this would be on the other side of that. But there's an attachment, and it's not, look at the colors. So it's a little bit darker, kind of dreary looking. So it kind of gives off a negative vibe. It's a number 5, so it's, change, changes coming and whatnot. So that means that probably there's something you need to let go, so you can go ahead and walk through this door of to personal healing and happiness and to the cornucopia. On the bottom of the deck is broken heart. So, no doubt, there's many of us out there that are suffering, from some type of pain, some type of loss. And this is, this is Spirit saying, let go, because legit, that's what's waiting. That's what's waiting. And come on, that's what we all want. So, absolutely, go ahead and anything that does pain you, forgive that pain for inflicting on you, and forgive yourself for allowing it. You know what I mean? Blessed be, absolutely. The next oracles will be from the angels. Is one of my personal favorite. There we go. Breathe. That'd probably singling to me, because you get a little bit nervous doing these videos. But, I do feel they need to do this, so that's why I'm here. So breathe. Archangel Raphael, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. Absolutely. That would definitely discuss, the attachment in the previous cards. Absolutely, 100%. Leadership on the bottom of the deck. Archangel Gabriel, which is actually Archangel Gabriel covers cancers, and I'm a Cancer sun. It is time for you to assume your leadership power and position, and lovingly guide others. Oof, that's definitely tougher, said than done. So I appreciate the message. And for everybody else out there that needs to take leadership for your own life also, you know what I mean? It's easier said than done, absolutely. All right, and these are what are these? The Work Your Light Oracle cards. These are pretty cool cards. These are actually my wife's cards. My Taurus, my love. It's probably why I'm not talking tonight. We're not talking. We got nothing to say to you. We're on good terms. Come on. Take that. M. Rama. Where you are being called to journey to. Where are you being called to journey to? Where are you being called to journey to? M. Rama. It's a cool card, though. To be honest, I have no idea what that means. But that picture, to me, I mean, there's obviously, there's runes, water, emotion. So runes would be, past empire structures that, have fallen, erosion, and maybe this is saying that you can definitely erode away at not your soul, but, your psyche for beating yourself up over just dwelling on the past, dwelling on pain and whatnot, and instead of knowing that you deserve happiness, and and again, that's easier said than done. Be like, oh, just whatever, you deserve happiness, you're worthy, and all this stuff, and it takes a long time to clean this mess up. You know what I mean? You have what the empire runes that were once be, and now it's surrounded by nothing but emotion and just feelings and just what used to be. You know what I mean? But that's what it is. Exactly. It's what used to be. And definitely let it go. Alrighty? So yeah, again, easier said than done. I'm a Cancer. Everybody knows that. No, when I started with the other ones. We Cancers, we definitely hold on to everything. We're nostalgic, and we have a hard time letting go. It's one of those, and then you gotta watch that, because if you don't watch it, then misery loves company, and you start attracting people like that, and it becomes an issue. So, but I mean, that's why I 100% love, like, all the portals, the Lions Gate, and now it's the 1111 portal, and I like the portals because it is an usher in or a shift of energy, and it it's a combination between free will and divine plan on what your reaction to that energy is going to be. And so I think that's why the portals are so very important, because sometimes the shifts are necessary. Forward progress doesn't happen without evolution, and I think that's why you have all these portals or whatever that open throughout the year. I don't know exactly. I'm not an astronomer, so I don't know what they all are, but they're important. They're important to make shifts, keep balance, whatever needs to be done, energy-wise. So try to keep the wavelength as smooth as possible, but, that's not always the case. Divine Spirit, Tower. Tower. This is the vice versa deck. So that's the tower. So there's a difference. So this tower, the lightning bolt obviously is from the divine, and this is an unforeseen moment that is out of control. But it came out in this direction. Obviously, what this means is that's pretty much death of ego. Okay. See, here we got the divine dove, and the all-seeing eye and all that good stuff like that. And then, but on this side, you kind of have, which is fitting, I'm a Cancer, but you kind of have the chariot, the left and right, or the Gemini type feel to this, but it's removing the mask. It's the death of ego, and this is an event that takes place that is gut wrenching, and it will break you down, and it will humble you, and to remove that ego so you can live, to the better alignment for your highest good. Absolutely. This side is there's more than one person, so this is like whatever, a couple, or whatever. But the couple's falling together, so the couple's still together in this one, even though it's a tower moment. So it could be a loss of home, all these things. This one is individual. Okay, so this is the mask is being removed. The divine is crushing your ego, death of ego, and a decision has been made, and you're going to choose a direction. You don't have a choice. So that's the first card. Seven of Cups. So, okay. So, Seven of Cups. So, that's why I really like this deck, because you can analyze what the difference between the two are to get the, in my experience, the proper reading from it, or the proper message from it. So, on this side, it came out on, so that would be the reverse. So, this side is, or this is the reverse. So this is like you talking to the divine, and the divine, this is almost like them granting you a wish, you know what I mean? So I know Seven of Cups normally, see, this is the traditional Seven of Cups. You're up in your head. I don't know if you can see it, but his eyes are like rolled up in his head, looking like a zombie, like he's possessed. And it's because he's just daydreaming, fantasizing, and so confused on, he doesn't know what to do, and it's not like there's a lot of great deal of stress here. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what direction to go in. So and that kind of holds true when your ego, when you do go through the death of ego, you don't know who you used to be anymore, because you don't even like that person that you used to be. So you're trying to find yourself, and you're almost in la la land, because you kind of don't know who you are anymore. You know what I mean? So it's tough, these stages of enlightenment, and everything that happens. It's all right. Emperor. Yeah. So Emperor came out in reverse, and these cards I like because I take these reversals as that's obviously forward and whatnot, all that good stuff. But I take these reversals not as the opposite of the meaning, but I take it at literally at face value. So what it looks like. So the Emperor is still in control. Okay, there is a fire behind him. Okay, but that's also it's like it's a torch. So somebody was there and dropped the torch, or the support that was surrounding that person. So maybe somebody left your circle that you used to rely upon, like a really good friend, or a loved one, anybody that was a confidant, that you relatively spoke to, a best friend, or anything like that. But the torch is still lit, so it's still there. So that's a good thing. It's the Emperor. The fire's never going to go out. You know what I mean? It's just, maybe someone just left that circle, but to the Emperor, you see that he's not bothered by it. Okay, it is what it is, and that's what when you are the emperor, then it's not that it doesn't bother you. It's just you know how to. I'm going to butcher this word. Um, carp- Compartmentalize. I know I couldn't say it, but you have to. Everything's filed away neatly in a filing cabinet in your head, in your memory cemetery. So it's everything's good to go. Everything's balanced and it's in order. Yeah, there's a situation behind your chair sitting there. There's a little fire, but that ain't bothering you none. Don't sweat the small stuff. You know what I mean? So that's good stuff. So don't sweat the small details. You know what I mean? And so this is definitely, and this hits home. If it's 1111 portal, Death at Vigo. Oh, yeah, you definitely find out, and you wanted to wrap around my thumb. All right. Oh, lovely, beautiful. What a good card to come flying out. Oh, awesome. Ten of Cups. So regardless of um, the size of your support group or your circle or your friends, your family or whatever, it doesn't matter. Even if you were by yourself alone, it still doesn't matter. Because the fact is, this is pure happiness. This is what this card represents. There might as well could be 1 people or 10 people in this card. It doesn't matter. It represents happiness. And so the end result, you have to trust the divine, because the end result will, this is the end result. You will be happy, okay? This is in reverse, still a good card, and this is almost like a Ace of Cups, where the divine hand is just parting the skies, and it's, it's handing it to you. It's like, here, we have not left you behind. You are not alone. You are not alone, and that's the biggest thing to remember when going through any type of change. Drastic change, is you're not alone. There's plenty of people that you support. It's your choice if you let them in or you don't or don't let them in if they don't understand, or if they do understand. But there's with social media the way it is, there's too many resources, avenues to feel alone. So you should never feel alone. So absolutely, talk to somebody. Yes, it's better to talk to somebody that's alive and breathing, other than some digital characters on a screen. But the divine and the universe is organic, is living and breathing, and so it's there is a different feel between actually physically being in the energy of somebody else versus social media. But my point is, you're never alone. So if at all any of this time that you're going through, if it's difficult, don't hesitate to reach out to anybody. We all, even if you feel it's petty or minor, 100%, we all deserve a hug. You know what I mean? God, Goddess, Twin Goddess Athena, Divine Ancestors, Divine Archangels, Divine Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. 6 of Cups. So 6 of Cups. So this would be in the reverse. Okay. So and this is again why I love the vice versa deck. Okay. So this is the traditional 6 of Cups. Somebody from the past and whatnot and all that good stuff, and somebody from childhood, and obviously, hey, how you doing? They're waving back and forth. They're happy to see each other, meaning they're not shy or anything. So meaning you know this person. You know what I mean? So this is somebody that that you trust, that you are comfortable with, okay? But it came out in the reverse, okay? So this 6 of Cups is almost like the seven of Pentacles. He's standing there, he's watching, in the moonlight, just he's adoring and watching proudly over the vegetation that he's got growing over his garden, that he's got growing over here. But there's nothing dramatic going on in here, okay? So this is almost like, again, even if you're alone, it does not mean that you are not happy, and does not mean that you're not at peace. You know what I mean? This is peaceful, tranquil. It looks like he's in his jammies, but that's could have been the clothing of the time, whatever. But he's comfortable, okay, and everything looks good and dress and in order, okay. So again, this is somebody that's got what he wants. He's comfortable and he's just doing good, And again, he's by himself, but that's okay. God, goddess. There we go. Ace of Wands. Now, I'm glad it come out in this way. This one is almost like almost what was called, like a divining rod or something like that, where like you're this is the conduit, you know what I mean? So or a repeater, like a cell phone repeater. So you have an incoming signal, and then it passes through the wand and to amplify, you know what I mean? And that's what a repeater is, cell phone tower or shortwave radio or whatever. So you have these repeaters, and that's what a conduit is. It's just a connection point to allow the amplitude of the original signal to get back to strength. Because, after so much length, you're going to lose voltage. So you have to amplify it within the line. And so, but it didn't. It came out in this one. So this is like when it was first given to you. This is like accomplishing the task of why I was giving it to you. But it's just giving it to you. The sun's shining and the birds flying, and it was just given to you, and you just you're still fresh. You don't necessarily know what to do with it, but you know that you have it, and you know that it was given to you from the divine. And so it's a gift. It's a gift of passion. It's a gift of glory. It's a gift of fast moving, high energy. You know what I mean? And so again, this coincides with you're the emperor and everything's cool. There's fire behind you. You ain't worried about it. There's a torch on the ground. Somebody might have left your circle, but whatever. I'm happy by myself. 6 of Cups. You know what I mean? I'm totally happy. Everything's cool. I got the Ace of Wands. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm comfortable and okay with doing it that way. And it's a beautiful good thing. So we're given a gift. The divine trusts you with that gift. That's not something you take for granted. The divine gives you a gift like that. You don't take it for granted. The Hermit. So this is the Hermit. So this is Hermit forward. This is the Hermit in reverse. So again, this Hermit is, he's looking because he's looking forward. But in this one, come on, he's got the moon. If I can face it. So he's speaking to the moon. He's speaking to the mountains. He's speaking to the divine. Flying high in the sky. He's got companions of earth, beings, pets, whatever, and you feel connected. You totally feel connected to how you feel inside. And you can feel it. Something about your energy. You can just feel it inside, and it's supposed to do something. You just don't know what. So we're gonna find out though. God, Goddess. Thank you. Boom. There it is. Hierophant. There it is. Hierophant. The divine. The divine is here. They've been here for a little while. I know a lot of people, whatever. Everybody believes in, what we all believe. You know what I mean? But they're here. They've been here. And I'm not talking about, the spirit and archangels and whatnot, the regional managers of the universe that are here to make sure that we're governed and that they give us their energy in time of need when we need it. But whatever has taken place on the earth for the past while, okay, for a long time, longer than any of us been alive. There's been sinister forces on here, okay? The divine, legit source energy, you know, divine feminine, divine masculine, source energy. They're here. They're here, I believe, you know, here on Earth, in the energy field of Earth. You know what I mean? I don't know how many planets that is to them or whatever, but they are focused on us. They are here. They are helping, but you have to ask. Yin yang. Good and evil. A vampire can't come in your home if you don't invite it. Well, neither can the divine. So if you don't invite the divine, if you don't talk to the divine, if you don't ask for help or anything like that, they can't help you. They cannot help you unless you allow them to help you, because the universal law, free will. You cannot impose your will on others. You can't. You just can't. And do no harm. But, plenty of that happens. But at any rate, you cannot impose your will on others. And the divine, they follow that. But if in your free will you ask for help, they will help you. Three more, Spirit. Three more, Spirit, please. Three more, Spirit. Divine ancestors. Divine ancestors. Divine archangels. Divine Spirit. God and Goddess. Thank you. All right, we got the Queen of Wands, but the Queen of Wands in reverse. So that's what she's like normal. She's kind of this kind of different Queen of Wands than some decks portray. Queen of Wands is really sexy, beautiful, which this woman is clearly, and come on, all women are, but my point is usually she's like a Black Widow or the player or she's just extremely beautiful. She gets what she wants and she doesn't really give a shit who she hurts, right? So it's in reverse. This is reflection. And you see what she's looking at. She's looking at, whatever, some Egyptian, it looks like a sphinx, but, it's a woman, you know what I mean? So this is a representation of the Empress, so it's her reflecting or studying or remembering ancestral energy, that DNA energy that lives in all of us. We just have to tap into it. But that energy of a true essence of being the divine feminine, you know what I mean? The true essence of it. The essence of nurturing and I mean, you give life. You give life. You know what I mean? What's more beautiful? I mean, this most beautiful thing that no one will disagree with you. It's the most beautiful thing, giving life. You know what I mean? So absolutely. So maybe it's a time for pause. It's time to reflect upon. Am I making the right choices? But she's the queen, so she should be making the right choices, or nor giving a shit, if she does. But she's pondering, she's thinking, you know what I mean? And, thinking about just current position in life. And that's not a bad thing. Should always reflect that's how you ensure forward progress. You know what I mean? Got the King of Pentacles, and it comes in the upright position, but the reverse to me looks more fruitful and sunny and just chilling and watching the ox play in the field, you know what I mean, frolic through all the flowers, and that's good stuff, you know what I mean. But this he looks like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, you know what I mean. This is a really rough guy. He's been through a lot of shit. And, it's a pentacle, so it's earth. So strong, extremely strong, but slow. Slow to do anything. So he's just not exhausted, but when you don't want to be bothered, don't bother me. Lights are off. I'm chilling. You know what I mean? So it's okay to want to be by yourself, to want to it, it, it it's okay to just want to chill out. You don't always have to be. Sometimes you need your freaking space. You know what I mean? You just want to chill out. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. And I think it's important to make sure that you always make time for yourself, so you don't get overwhelmed and project all your bullshit and your stress on somebody else. You know what I mean? That's why it's important for people to. You can be together in a relationship or married and all that stuff like that, but you still are an individual. You still have wants and needs of an individual, and it's important to maintain, to make sure you stay that individual that you are, and that the whole beauty of everything is to share your world with somebody. Well, at some point it becomes monotonous and boring because you feel like you're on autopilot. You're numb. You're just going. You know what I mean? That's, you know, it's okay. It does serve a purpose sometimes, but you got to know enough when to come out of it. You can't forever stay like that, because then that's when you start to die a little bit inside. You know what I mean? That's not good. All right, we have. Okay. Temperance. Yep. Temperance. Okay, so we have temperance. Yeah, I always get confused on this one with like strength or judgment, or I know it's not judgment, but so temperance. So temperance, you're finding that balance. You know what I mean? As above, so below, and trying to find the balance between being a good human being and being trying to honor your higher self, but you also have to be realistic too. You know what I mean? We're still human. We still here in the 3D, so we're not perfect. But if you can find the right balance in between, the duality of your higher self in the fifth dimension, and then your living being here in the third dimension on Earth, then I think you'll have a very fulfilled life. You know what I mean? It might not be billionaire, abundant type life, but you will have a fulfilled life. So that's a good thing. Blue skies, green grass, just life everywhere. Okay, pyramid, intelligence, divine. All this is beautiful card, beautiful. Then we have the Three of Cups, which so that's the reverse. So it's by yourself with the Three Cups. But this one is, it's an offering. It's a celebration, 100%. And this is the divine applauding you, kind of like throwing you a job well done party. You know what I mean? I think as far as the collective, I think we've raised the vibration here in the 3D a lot. I mean, it even shows in the Schumann resonance that the frequency is going higher. And so it's working, and we just need to keep doing that, just like the Ace of Wands. We are the conduit, so if there's a divine signal coming in, we have to amplify it. You know what I mean? And it's something as simple as being just kind to somebody. Not being an overall douchebag. I know sometimes we become hardened and numb to what's going on in life, but you got to remember that inner essence in you that vibrates at that peaceful vibration, that peaceful tone, just chilling, so it's like that good old Bob Marley like type, what I mean, vibration, just chilling. So this is a celebration. This is a celebration of the divine, the light workers, you know what I mean? So beautiful. I love it. All right, so now we're gonna get into the last deck here. This is the Everyday Witches Tarot. Everyday Witch. Yep. I love these cards. These are I really like these cards. Even though I'm not a huge fan of like the overly cartoony looking cards, I really do like these. There's number one, there's almost always a cat in every card, and just recently became a really good cat lover because of my wife. You know what I mean? But I'm glad she converted me because I adore our cats. All right. God and Goddess. Thank you. Tower. We have the Fool. Have faith. Have faith. I know that the divine is removing the mask, and it's a death of ego and whatnot. And it's going to be a transformation. Surprise if the death card doesn't come out of here. But have faith. Take that leaf journey. Allow it to flow. Just go with the flow. When you absolutely shit's hitting the fan and there's chaos all around you and you just can't seem to get a grasp on it and all the bills are late. I mean, hell, I got 2 Harley Davidsons that are fixing to get repossessed. You know what I mean? It's just life is life sometimes. You know what I mean? And you just roll with it, and it is what it is. You know, it's all good. It ends up all good. You know, especially when you surround yourself with people that love you and care and support for you and believe in you, and you have those same attributes towards yourself also. So. 7 of Cups, Knight of Swords. So 7 of Cups. So this is clarity coming in, super quick too. So all the birds around. This would be like the 7 of Cups, and all the birds are all around, and these are all just the scatterbrained thoughts that you have and whatnot. But you see, he's hard charging. He's coming in. He's like, okay, enough of this shit, and we're gonna sort this mess out, and we're gonna get all these birds in line, you know. So this is clarity coming in. Absolute clarity is coming in. So whatever you've been confused about, unsure, or anything like that, you're gonna have an epiphany, and it's just gonna be, I know what I'm doing. I know what I want to do, and that's just that. That's a good thing. That is a very good thing. The Chariot. Whoop, whoop. Cancer reader here. So you had the Emperor in reverse. And now you have the Chariot. And remember, the fire is behind the Emperor, but you don't seem too bothered about it. And that's because clarity has come in, and a choice and a path has been set forth, and you ain't changing it. It's a positive. It's very good, and it's beautiful. That's good. I'm glad the Chariot came out. Chariot for the Emperor. You ain't worried about shit because you know what direction, you know where you're headed. Next one, 10 of Cups. King of Cups. Very good. So again, you know, I see. I love it. I have it. We have a calico cat, female. So the King of Cups. My wife and I do. Well, she has a cat. I get to borrow her every now and then. She likes me every now and then. So the King of Cups for the 10 of Cups. That's a good thing. So that's when the 10 of Cups comes, it's not something that's going to go away. This is the King of Cups. So he's already mastered emotions, mastered his feelings. He knows what he wants, and it's going to stay. So the clarity's coming in, direction's coming in. And you know what you want. You're of a mature mind, sound mind, body, and soul, a master of your emotions and feelings, and you're chilling. You know exactly what you want. Very beautiful, very beautiful. 6 of Cups. Now remember, this 6 of Cups. He's by himself, and he's just proud and admiring and adoring his garden. The Lovers. So this is the Lovers. Yes, speaks of lovers, obviously, but in the context of this reading, this would speak to yourself. This is the duality that I was talking about earlier. So this is where you're proud of who you are. You're happy with who you are. You're happy with the way you think. You're happy with the way you love. You're happy with the way you treat people. You're very content and proud of who you are, and that is a huge strength. That's you talk about a support group. You support yourself. You love yourself. There ain't no bigger support group than the support of oneself. But that's not to deal with the ego. Okay, you gotta remember the divine's taking away your ego. So something happened that was very catastrophic and was devastating personally. I don't think it really had to do with anything property-wise or anything like that. It had everything to do with the ego. It was the death of the ego. So to have the lovers in union with yourself, that's 5D and 3D holding hands. That's your twin flame right there. That's the duality. That's yourself. You've found yourself, your other half. That's why we feel incomplete, because we're not whole. We're whole when we're in the 5D, but when we're here in the 3D, in the physical realm, yeah, you're going to miss who you are. You're going to miss yourself. So, wholeheartedly, that's amazing. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. Ace of Wands. Clarify. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Divine Spirit. Ace of Wands. Thank you. The Moon. Woo! This one, this is so interesting. Okay, so Ace of Wands is definitely the gift from the divine. Definitely they're on a mission, but this is a need to know basis. Okay, we're gonna download this information to you. You ain't gonna know what to do with it, but when the time's right, you'll know exactly what to do with it. So that's kind of where it gets a little chaotic during spiritual awakenings, is because all of a sudden you have this energy and these forethoughts and these epiphanies, and all this stuff is happening, and the world, your thought process is opening up, and how you think is changing, and you don't know what to do with it. You have no clue, and that's so maddening. It's so freaking maddening. You know what I mean? But be rest assured that divine plan. If you use your free will and allow it to happen, and pretty much just kind of chill out. You know what I mean? Just chill out. Let it go with the flow. Be like water, like Bruce Lee says. Be like water. Just let it flow. Just go with it, and eventually, the veil will get lifted on. Oh, okay, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense why I have these crazy ass dreams, why I feel everything, and why everything's just getting weird sometimes, and you feel like you're going freaking crazy. But rest assured, you're definitely not. Okay, and most assuredly, you're well loved. Most likely you'll see the difference with the people around you. They love you so very much. You're so bright and so light, and they just want to be around you. And then you see the difference in yourself. You know what I mean? And the divine sees the difference in yourself. So this is what it's about. It's about forward progress and evolution. The Hermit. Oh wow, that came out fast. The Hermit. Two of Pentacles. So this could be the juggle between the duality. You know what I mean? It's not an easy task. It's not an easy task to be in the knowing, to know stuff just because you know it. And we don't know if it's true. We have no idea. No one is sitting next to me from the veil of the spirit realm, and they're not talking to me. But for whatever reason, what I'm saying, the knowledge and all that stuff, it exists in my head, and I don't know why. You know what I mean? Well, why did I have the urge to pick up tarot readers? I mean, I was in the 101st Airborne Air Assault Division. I was in the Army. I was a truck driver. I was all this stuff. And now I'm on YouTube, and I'm reading tarot cards. Never in a million years. Never in a million years did I ever think once I'd be doing this. But once it took like a kind of like almost like a hobby. Once it took off like wildfire. And been thinking about it for a couple of years, watching YouTube for a while, and now I was like, let me try it. Let me take a shot, take a chance, see what's up. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter if it's successful or not. It no matter what. It's not like I'm using this for a livelihood, number one. I'm brand new. I'm not monetized at all. So this is not why I'm doing this. This is for now. Obviously, if there is an opportunity for me to make, some coin off of this, am I going to pursue that? Yeah, absolutely. If it's successful, if it's not, it's not. You know what I mean? I have a job. You know what I mean? I've always had a job, so I'm not worried about that. This is, I guess, the creative expression that I have inside because I have all this energy and I don't know what to do with it. So this is what I'm doing. So that juggle with duality. Next card, Hierophant. Please clarify the Hierophant. Please clarify the Hierophant. Oh, thank God. I just looked down at my microphone to see if it was muted because I already done that once and it was a 28-minute video and now I'm in 45 minutes. I'm like, you know what I mean? It's kind of one of those one-time stage performances, you know what I mean? It's like when it's over, it's over. And it's like, if I don't feel it, I don't feel it. There's nothing I can do about it. All right. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Right now, I feel it. So Queen of Swords and the Hierophant. So this is... The Divine's not playing. It's almost like a fast track plan. Maybe they try to get you in the past to see the path that you needed to take, and you didn't see it, and now they're fast tracking you. Okay, so because an event is fixing to happen, and if whatever our reaction to a reaction of whatever doesn't take place, then they have to find out. Either way, the destiny is going to happen, but they have to figure out, a different, plan Z to figure out how to do it. I'm sure they have multiple layers and dimensions of plans to come up with solutions, but there's always a solution, 100%. So that's this is Queen of Swords is clarifying the Hierophant. So this is direct speak. They are talking to you. You need to listen. Okay, you need to listen and pay attention, because you don't want to go to upper management of this, because then you're dealing with the Empress, and I don't think you want her to come cracking down on you. You know what I mean? And so yeah, there's that. So pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to your inner voice. Pay attention to the things that are out of the blue. Pay attention to your dreams, journal, do all that good stuff. All right? They're definitely talking. All right, Queen of Wands in reverse. She's reflecting, thinking about ancestral motherhood and, not motherhood, but the growth, the nurturing, the birth of life and stuff like that. So we have the Knight of Wands. So it's coming in fast. So whatever, again, like I said, the Queen of Swords said it's fast tracking the divine. The divine's fast tracking you in this, whatever is taking place in this 1111 portal that's coming in. It's coming in fast, okay? That dragon is non-threatening. That dragon is non-threatening. So this dragon is definitely, what you don't see is probably there's, 40,000 other people just like you flying through the air like Harry Potter, and then you have these dragons that are like the fighter pilots that are ahead, making sure they're clearing the way, or maybe it's vice versa, and the dragons are the bomber, and you're the fighters that are trying to clear the way to make sure that the bombers can do their job. So either way, this is divine support, okay? The divine is, they're fast tracking, but it's not without support, and it is going to be aggressive. So be aware, be mindful that it might feel overwhelming at times, but that's when you're gonna pretty much just kind of chill out, go with the flow. You're gonna definitely have to meditate. You should be meditating anyway. So, all right. King of Pentacles. But this King of Pentacles, again, he looks like Hunchback of Notre Dame. He's kind of been alone for a minute in this tower, you know what I mean? So it's, he's resting though. He's chilling. But he's already made it. He has everything he wants. This is, third dimension, king. He's got it all. So, see what's up. The World. So this is a cycle that's meant to happen. So this is God and Goddess's divine plan, and with our divine will and our in touch duality with our 5-dimension self, we're going to tap into some resources, and we're going to achieve this dominance, I guess, as you will. Not dominance, meaning just, obviously, if you're sitting in your throne, you dominated something. You know what I mean? If you're sitting in your throne and you got all you're chilling, you got all these world earthly possessions, material possessions, and you're comfortable, where you're at financially and where you're at in relationships. Everything's in balance. Everything's good. That's a cycle that is supposed to happen. Okay, so it's going to happen. Okay, so this is a brand new cycle. So be prepared. This is a brand new cycle coming in. 11/11 portal, brand new cycle coming in. And we just ended one heinous one, and I already can feel that this new energy coming in is just the things that you thought in your head, you fantasized, the Seven of Cups, the things that you were thinking about. I truly believe that they're coming true. It's going to come true. I believe in magic. I believe in not necessarily the magic of stirring a cauldron full of stuff. I'm not against that. To each his own, whatever they want to do. I'm not opposed to that stuff. Do I do that? No. But would I one day, or if I came across it, would I mind? No, I wouldn't mind that at all. I believe in good and evil. Okay, so I know there's a fine line between good magic and black magic. So that's not my thing. Whatever. I believe in energy. And energy manipulator, or not manipulators, but like an amplifier. But the amplifiers can technically filter an energy waveform, and you can change it. And it depends on the user. Evil user, evil results. Nothing more to say about that. But good user, good results. So there's that. So you're the conduit, and we're here to amplify the divine signal. And if you manipulate it and you change it, good fucking luck. Good fucking luck in life. So whatever. You shouldn't want to anyway, because it should agree with how you vibrate. You know what I mean? So it should agree with you. It's not like it's two side, same polarity magnets facing each other, repelling off of each other. It's not like that. There's no friction. It's attracted to you, and so there's that, all that good stuff. So we have the world. So this is either the world is completion and start of a new cycle. Is completion of a cycle, start of a new cycle. Okay, so one just ended and one's going to begin. So that's where it's at. So be prepared. It's coming, but you got to stay driven. You got to stay focused. You got to stay disciplined. It takes a lot of discipline, you know what I mean? You can't just be like, oh yeah, no offense to religious folks, but oh yeah, I went to church, I repented, I'm forgiven, and then on Monday they're sinning all over again. Well, no, sorry, it doesn't work that freaking way. You know what I mean? It don't work that way. All right, temperance, balance. Let's find balance. We already have one out. What are we doing? There we go. Nine of Cups. What's up? So you're finding balance. 100%. You're zen. Oh, you know what I mean? This is good stuff. Oh, beautiful. Just chilling by the water. The energy's good. Cat's playing. Crab's fixing to eject his cat up, but this crab don't know what these cats can do. They're super ninjas. You know what I mean? I don't know. I wouldn't mess with either. You know what I mean? But I'd mess with a cat before I would a crab. So yeah, I agree. I would mess with a cat. So the cat better watch out. So any rate, so that's to be mindful. Even though you're in Zen, you're meditating, you're in this peaceful Gandhi like Zen, whatever, Buddhist temple, whatever is going on. Don't be so blind to the dangers or to the little snappy things that could potentially pinch you. You know what I mean? Don't get caught off guard, all right? Don't be naive, all right? This cat is being naive. You should get away from that cat. Find the balance, baby. So good balance. 3 cups. Now this 3 cups is the celebration, the divine celebration, holding up the cup, cheers, the divine white birds, or whatever they are. They're flying around, waterfall, green grass, everything's beautiful. It's blissful, you know what I mean? So it's this is good stuff, The women got tan lines, so the sun's out. Everybody's enjoying getting some rays, all that good stuff. Getting that vitamin D, and possibly both ways, from the sun and from your divine partner, or whoever you're blissfully with that you get all butterflied when they bat an eye at you or smile. All right. Divine Spirit. Divine Spirit. Thank you. Oh, bam, 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 bam. Way to stop the reading. Boom. Last card in the deck. Or clarifying the last card. So this is gorgeous. So it's coming. It's coming. Be prepared, people. Legit. Don't be a Debbie Downer. Don't sit there. Oh no, it's not possible. No, it's possible. Magic's real. It's possible. You know what I mean? Keep that positive vibe going on. It takes discipline. It takes discipline. Not everything's easy, but it does take discipline. Just stay focused, stay disciplined, and go with the flow. Don't fight it. Just don't fight it. Just go with the flow. Whatever happens, happens. But obviously, you don't sacrifice your personal boundaries or space or health or you don't ever that's not loving yourself. Okay, loving yourself is doing what's right by you at all times, and this is straight chilling, celebrating. And looks like congratulations to any new mothers or returning mothers that gave birth to second children. But this is happy family, happy life, happy everything. Is it utopia? It's up to you. It's up to you. If you allow it, we'll see what happens. It's up to you. You either accept and transmute that energy, or you don't. And when you don't, you're gonna feel that push. You're gonna feel that resistance of those two like magnets, the same polarity repelling against each other. You repel the energy that divine is bringing to you. You can allow it to happen to you, or it's just it's gonna go to somebody else. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be achieved. Okay, it doesn't matter. This is going to be achieved. Okay, 3 of Cups and the Sun. Divine union, divine celebration, divine just accomplishment, and rejoice and cheers. It's been a long road for, some longer than others, some short. I mean, I've only been, I had my awakening, 2 years ago, you know what I mean? And, it's not been easy. It's not been easy. So it's nice that we're finally catching a break. Yay. Thank you, God, Goddess, Moon Goddess Athena, Divine Ancestors, Divine Archangels, Mother Gaia. Blessed be, love and light, as above, so below, so it will be. Happy 11/11 portal, everybody.